I'm very excited about what is in this very plush-looking case. This is one of the new EVH SA-126 guitars. This is the guitar designed by Wolfgang Van Halen. This is a sight to behold in purple quilt. There's an ebony fingerboard with a 12 to 16 inch radius, semi-hollow construction. So we've got a chambered mahogany back with basswood down the center, quilted maple, direct mount pickups. We've got a fixed bridge and tailpiece, jumbo frets on here, and on the back we've got a satin mahogany neck. You can see the back of the mahogany body right here. One little detail that I really like is the addition of 2 strap pins, so you don't have to choose there. There's a little cutaway on there, and hopefully you can see the purple finish a little bit better. Let's have a jam on this, then hear some tones in isolation. Then we'll talk about it right at the end of the video. As you'd expect from a guitar with two humbuckers and independent volume and tone controls, you can coax quite a wide variety of different tones out of the guitar, given a particular setup. I'm also really impressed with how that bridge pickup in particular cleans up. It is nice having the option when you've got a single channel amp to just plug straight into it, dime the amp. When everything is cranked, you've got a big, thick, single note lead sound. When you back off the volume just a bit, you've got your crunch sound. But then when you back it off quite a lot, you've got quite a nice chimey, clean sound on there that can be balanced out with the tone control on there. I think that's probably the thing that surprised me and impressed me the most about this guitar, is that it does the mid to lower gain chime tones really well, which my PV Wolfgang certainly doesn't do. That thing is built for speed and aggression and grease. It doesn't really do anything else that well, but for those lead sounds, it's awesome. With everything cranked up, this guitar definitely has some of that DNA going on with the, I guess, core sound of the pickups on there. But I do like that it's got that extra set of, like, let's say lower gears on there where the neck pickup can handle playing a rhythm guitar on there without getting too muddy, which like a bunch of my Les Pauls can't do. When you clean the volume control up on there, it does the chimey thing that we were just talking about. So it's kind of a surprise seeing an EVH branded guitar with these kind of specs. I also like that the guitar is kind of nice for tall people and bigger people, where it doesn't look like an oversized ukulele. I'm about 6'2", and I always talk about this playing 335s or semi-hollows that have slightly bigger bodies that, they kind of scale up to your body shape on there. And the Wolfgang, for example, definitely looks like an oversized ukulele on me, whereas this definitely looks like, a 2-scale electric guitar on there. I also have to say as well, the compound radius on the board is super comfortable to play with the big frets as well. All the fret ends look super tidy on this, as you'd expect from a guitar at this price point. The neck actually kind of reminds me of the Jackson Virtuoso HT that I tried recently. So again, not necessarily like a Wolfgang style neck, it's just kind of a modern slim style neck on here, the big frets, the compound board. You don't really run into any roadblocks when you're playing on there. I think the one thing that may not be my thing is the headstock on here, but again, you've got a bigger body, having a bigger headstock makes sense. I think if you had the kind of traditional Wolfgang headstock on here, it might look a little bit off. The other thing as well, this trans purple quilt, which we talked about earlier, I think is going to appeal to a lot of people. But for me, I just like guitars that are a single color, a single finish. Like a matte black would be awesome on this particular guitar for me, because I know if I take it out and play live with it, not even play live, if I just sneeze in the vicinity of the guitar, it's going to get a bunch of dings and scrapes on it. And that's what I like about those kind of monochromatic guitar colors. But if you are looking for something with a bit more bling, this is kind of just enough bling. And I think they did a good job with the body as well, where it's not in that uncanny valley, like it looks too much like a 335, or it looks too much like, say, an old Guild Starfire or something like that. Anyone who's familiar with Australian guitars, it might give you kind of Maton Master Sound vibes there. That's the only thing I can think to compare it to as well. But yeah, a lot of fun with this thing. You can really do the chugga chunk thing on it. It can do chimier tones, but it's kind of built for speed, as you would expect, being associated with the EVH brand on here. So let me know your thoughts on the aesthetics and the sounds of this guitar in the comment section below. A big shout out to Heath and the crew at Fender Australia for getting me one of these so that I can make this demo video. For now, go and play your guitars, make some glorious noises, and I'll see you next time.